Yo guys, it's Weasel here, and I just want to start off the video by saying thank you so much for 2,000 subscribers. This means a lot to me. I want to express my appreciation in a video where I'll be showing you a tutorial on how to import Minitrons and Walltrons into 2K15. Yes, that's custom Minitrons actually. But I'm just going to do Minitrons for this tutorial, not Walltrons, but they're the exact same, but they're just in a different file and a different resolution. So I'll tell you the resolution and the file later on in the video. First of all, I want to give a big shout out to MZ Graphics. He has amazing graphics. You can go check them out. They're really good. And in this tutorial, I'm going to be using his Dudley Boys V3 graphics pack. So I got it downloaded here. I'm using Camtasia Studio 8 to edit the Minitrons out of this. So I'm just going to drag this into my timeline. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to drag it in. Make sure it's all the way to the left. Yeah, make sure. And I'm going to change this into 512. Untick this by 256. That is a Minitron resolution. The Walltron resolution is 512 by 512, so make sure you do that correctly. So now I'm just going to crop out the Minitron because that's what I want for this tutorial. Just make sure it's almost perfect, not really perfect, because no one's going to get it really perfect unless you are superhuman, I guess. Anyways, that's done. Should be fine. Make sure you right click this, separate video from audio. I'm going to delete this audio because I don't want the audio. So I'm just going to play this and see where I can cut the video off, because I don't want it to be really long, because the file size will be huge and we don't want that that's the last thing we want in a Minitron file. So I'm just going to play this. I think I should stop it here, somewhere around here. 3 seconds, that is a good time actually. Okay, I should stop it off this red. There, that's fine. So I'm just going to drag all of this and hit delete for the stuff I don't want. So that's the remainder we're going to keep, which is 3 seconds and 4 milliseconds long. So once you've done that, you want to hit produce and share at the top here. Make sure this setting is selected. Next, and I'm just going to name this DB Minitron, which stands for Dudley Boys Minitron, obviously. Hit finish and it should play here. Alright, so I've rendered out my Minitron for Dudley Boys, and as you can see it's pretty small actually, 569 kilobytes. I mean, that's really small. I mean, I average out to around 2 megabytes, not 2 megabytes, 3 megabytes, which is quite big, but not that big of a deal because it can be fixed. Anyways, you want to locate the Minitron you're going to replace the new Minitron with. So I'm just going to locate the old one I want to replace it with. Let's see here. I want to replace it with 16110. So let's go to 16110, which is Randy Orton's. Nice. That is two. Well, actually, that's not a wise idea. I think I should locate a smaller one. So 179. Hopefully that should be. Ah, never mind. Same thing. That's Mark Henry's. I think I'll do that. Yeah. Just gonna delete this. 179 was it? I think it was. Yeah, 179. So I'm just going to copy this to my desktop. Make sure you copy it, don't move it, because that's the last thing we want to do is mess up the original file. Oh yeah, and to get those files I got in my thing, all of these files, what you want to do is I'll put another link in the description for, I think it was XB compress. No, it wasn't that. It was Quick BMS. So you get all of these files. So what you can do is launch up quick BMS, and then you want to locate the script. So it's going to be in the same folder. I'll show you what it is. So sorry about this. Quick BMS. It'll be this ukes.bms. Now you want to select the import of the file. So you want to go to your 2K15 folder, pack, EVT, and it's going to be for Minitrons. It's going to be this one. Make sure it's SS Mini, not BG Mini. That's for the arena ones. We don't want that. We want the SS Mini and SS Wall for the Walltrons. So right now I'm just going to extract the Minitrons. So hit open. Select where you want to extract those to. So I'll just make a new folder here. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Right now, just open that folder and hit save, and all of the Minitrons will extract. So there's 66 files. That's quite a lot. Press enter, and they should all be in this folder now. So if you open up this, it's going to be a POFO file or POF0, but you can just rename that to BK2, and you should be able to access the Minitron files. So that's the rock, and yeah, you can do that for all of the files. Just name them to BK2 extension file, which will make you able to run them and watch what they are, I guess. Anyways, I'm going to delete that right now because I don't really need it, but you will need it. So anyways, I got that 21 from there, which is Mark Henry's. Now I'm going to open up HXD. I recommend you use this because it's really good. I mean, I prefer it more than HexEdit, I think. Yeah, because I'm used to it. Anyways, for the sake of this tutorial, I'll name it to old, but it's going to be 21 though. Old 21, and it's going to be new 21. Anyways, you want to bink this file so it's similar to this size. Make sure it's exact same size or a little bit lower, because if you get it over, it won't work. So make sure this, in this case, this is lower than this, or 2.15 megabytes. You can do that by compressing the size of this, which will reduce the quality though, by using this function here. You can just decrease it to 50%. I mean, it's worth it because you'll be in the game at least. Anyways, so once that's a lower size than your old one, you want to bink it actually. Yeah. So to bink it, click on it. Sorry, no. Click on it once, click bink it, and make sure it's the exact same settings as this. But for Walltrons, make sure this is 512 by 512. So it should be like this. But it's Minitron, so let's make it 256. Oh, sorry, that should be automatic. Unless you want to unless you want the file size to be smaller, so you can just check this and reduce the number. Anyways, once everything is like this, hit bink. You just hit done when it's done, and you should get a new file, and it should run the Minitron nicely. I mean, the quality is a little bit lower, but it doesn't matter, it'll be in the game. So yeah. Anyways, you're going to rename the extension from BIC to BK2. It'll be the exact same thing, but just to make it safer, because it's the same format, I just like to rename it. Anyways, make sure this is the same as this, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to name this new and old so it looks easier, because this part, it can be very confusing, but for me it's very simple. You're going to drag your old Minitron file that you're replacing with the new one into your HXT field, and you're going to do the same with the new one. So click on the new one and go all the way down. As you can see, this number will be lower than the old ones, so go do the same for the old one, so it will be lower. As you can see, it's lower, but we want to make it the same, so we do that by adding zeros to the newer one. Zero number. Oh damn it, no, don't do that. Make sure you click on this, on the hex field, because we don't want to touch the text field yet, but we're going to do it in a while. So you just want to fill this with zeros. Just fill it with a couple of zeros, and just going to copy and paste that. Well, this is the way I do it. I find it very easy. So I'm going to copy and paste that for a while. I'm just going to go all the way up. Not all the way up, sorry. Just up a little bit. Just highlight this part. Go all the way down. Hold shift and click this. It will highlight from that point to the end, which is a very helpful part of this tutorial. Anyways, you just want to paste it all. What was it? 22.8. Almost there. 22.8. Okay, I went a little bit overboard, but I can fix that. We can just do the same to remove the files from there to there. Sorry, numbers. It says 2284 2284FO. Almost there. There you go. Make sure this is the same as this when you click to the end. So right now they're the same, as you can see, they're the same, which is good. So you want to open up your 2K15 folder and go to pack EVT, and you want to drag in the Minitron file, this one. But because I'm replacing with the additional pack file, which I modified so I can add on Minitrons instead of replacing them, I'm going to use that. So I just modified in DLC 10 pack EVT, and here it is. So here's my Minitron here. I'm just going to delete this for now. Just going to drag that in. So pretend that's like the original Minitron file. I mean, it's the exact same thing, but it just has different values for these. These are modified, so I'm able to assign them via cheat engine. Anyways, you want to go to the new one. Actually, go to the old one. So I want to highlight a couple of hex values. So from here to, let's say, here. So I want to copy that. Go to your pack file. Control F, Control V to paste the field you copied into the search for text box. Highlight this so it's on hex values. Make sure this is all, and hit OK. It should search for this. So I'm just going to open up Notepad. This is recommended as well. Open up Notepad, make this a bit smaller. Okay, I'm going to name it what should I name it? Start, it's 02C7 E000, and the end is not known yet. It should also be helpful to note down the ending of the thing, so final offset. To find the final offset, we want to scroll all the way down, and it'll be this value here. So you'll know if you've done it correctly or not, in case you didn't make a backup. I recommend you make a backup, obviously, because you don't want to mess up your whole game. Anyways, you note that down. 08AC 4704. And we're going to go all the way to the start again. So Control G, Control V. Okay. This is the start. Now we're going to use the calculator. Go to View, Programmer. Make sure this is on hex. That is very important. If it's on decimal, you won't be able to select the letters because it's not in hexadecimal form. So you want the hex option selected. So once you've done that, you want to put your start offset inside the calculator. So 02C7 E 000. Be careful with this. Just triple check, quad check, doesn't matter. Just check like multiple times. Make sure you enter the right field. Otherwise, you will mess up. I mean, if you make one tiny mistake, you'll mess up your whole file. So just make sure you do this correctly. So now you hit the plus, and now once you go to your old one, go all the way down and select the final offset. Put the final offset into your calculator. So we're going to add all of that so we know the end offset for the thing. Sorry if this sounds really confusing. I just have no idea how to reword this into a proper way that a teacher does, because I'm a really bad teacher. I'm just telling you the general idea of how to, add this on. So anyways, we're going to add the final offset of the old one inside here, which is 002284FO, which will give you the ending value of the offset. So we're going to fill that in. That's 02 EA 64FO. So we can get rid of the calculator right now. We don't really need it. We just need this. So we don't need the old one either, so we can just close it. Go to the new one, but right now I'm gonna name this. I'm gonna save it in case. I'm gonna go to the new one and name it 21 because I don't want to mess up my game. So just gonna redrag this. It's the same file, I just want to make it 21 because it will be the same as the previous. The file size will be the same, the name will be the same, the extension will be the same, so there's less chance of me messing up or anyone messing up. So anyways, we just want to copy all of this. Make sure you go to the end just to check this value here, or like this length here, and you want to copy from your start value, start offset, to your end offset, which is 02EA64FO. So 02EA into focus. Alright, so I'm just going to make this into 256 to reach it really quickly. So, what was it? 02EA64. 02EA64. Yeah, it's around here somewhere. Make that back to 16. 02EA64. FO, there it is. You should hold shift and click on the final hex of the line. Select that, and you should select all of the old Minitron file. So make sure this length is the same as this length. If it's the same, copy this and paste it over. To make sure you've done this correctly, go all the way to the bottom and make sure this final offset value is the same. So let's see, is it the same? 08AC47FO. It's exactly the same. So now we're going to hit Control Save. It will create a backup just in case you mess up, but I'm pretty sure I have not messed up, so it should be in the game. So I don't need that anymore, so yeah, I'm gonna launch up 2K15 right now. I'm going to also open up Cheat Engine to assign the Minitron on the Dudley Boys, or I'm just going to assign it to, I don't know, The Rock or something, just to show it worked. So I'm going to use this very nice database created by Posm. Very helpful, helped me a lot in a lot of cases. It's very helpful. Anyways, so if I want to assign the new Minitron to the Rock, I just copy his Minitron hex, and I'm gonna go to Cheat Engine and open up the 2K15 process so I can access all the hex files and stuff. This might take a while, but you just have to be patient, I guess. There it is, 2K15. Hit open. Oh, it still hasn't loaded up. Oh, finally. So now you want to go to memory view. So you want to press Control G and paste in the Minitron value for the person you want to assign the Minitron to. So in this case it's the Rock. So hit OK, and it will be this, the value and the change. But before you do that, right click, display type, 4 type decimal. Make sure that's 4 type decimal. Right now it's this, which is the Rock's Minitron, but I want to make it to the Dudley Boys' because I replaced it with let's see what I replaced it with, don't remember. Shoot. Okay, as you can see I replaced it with 179, but it's modified, so it's 15600. So I'm going to change that value to 51600, sorry. So 51600. If it's one value like above, just don't worry, you can just remove that like that, backspace. So 51600. You go to 2K15. Alright, before you do that, make sure you're on the main menu. I'm so sorry I didn't do that. See, it just changed. So make sure you're on the main menu. The save data changes when you edit this. So 51600. In this case, I will get the Minitron for the Dudley Boys on the Rock. But before you do that, to save the changes, you want to go to My WWE, Edit Superstars. You're going to change Adam Rose to NXT and save it. But I'm not going to do that right now because I don't want the Dudley Boys' Minitron on the Rock. Anyways, I'll test this out and show you guys it does work. So it's going to the Rock, Roman Reigns, doesn't matter. Just want to show you it works. There you go, we got the Dudley Boys Minitron on the Rock. So yeah, that's how you do it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Peace.